the planet Verath was dying. Not from age, but from war. Molten clouds rolled across a violet horizon. Lightning split the air, and in the ruins of a once great citadel, a single human soldier stumbled through the wreckage. His armor cracked, his pulse rifle flickering with warning lights. His name was Captain Elias Ward, 5th Terran Expeditionary Force. His orders were simple: retrieve intel, extract, survive. But nothing about Verath was simple anymore. Across the battlefield lay the broken remains of the Zira Dominion's finest, alien warriors with silver blood and sapphire eyes. Their once mighty empire now fractured under the Terran advance, and among them lay one still breathing. Elias almost stepped past her at first. A tall, elegant alien woman, her armor shattered, her legs twisted and useless. She looked up, eyes glowing faintly through the ash. Her voice was cracked, trembling, yet defiant. Go. Human. Leave me. Your kind has won. Elias froze. He could have walked away. His orders said nothing about rescuing them. But something in her voice, something human, made him kneel beside her. You're still breathing, he muttered. That means I'm not leaving you here. She tried to lift her weapon, but her hand trembled. We are enemies. Not today, Elias said, sliding his arm under her shoulders. Today we're survivors. And as the rain began to fall, black and oily, stinging against his armor, Elias Ward made a decision that would change two worlds forever. The evac route was gone. Enemy drones swept the skies. Elias carried the alien woman, Commander Sarai Valen of the Zira Vanguard, through firestorms and collapsed bunkers. She cursed him in her language, then in his. But when the storm came, when plasma bolts rained down like fire, she shielded his back with what was left of her armor. At one point he slipped on the rocks, nearly dropping her. She looked at him through the downpour. You're insane. Human, I get that a lot. When they reached a canyon, a Terran patrol saw him carrying her and aimed their rifles. Captain, drop the alien. Elias glared back. She's under my protection. You shoot her, you shoot me. No one moved. The silence was heavier than the storm itself. He walked past them, the alien in his arms, defying both sides of the war. They found shelter in an abandoned outpost deep underground. While the rain hammered the earth above, Elias cleaned her wounds, replaced her armor plates, and built a small fire. Sarai watched him, studying every motion. Your species fights like fire, reckless, consuming. Why help me? He shrugged. Because someone has to be better than this war. She smiled faintly, a rare, quiet smile. Perhaps your kind is not all monsters. Over the next few days he learned her story. Sarai had defied her orders, tried to protect a colony the Zira High Command had abandoned. When she spoke of it, her eyes darkened. They called them necessary sacrifices. Women, children, my people. Elias clenched his fists. You committed a war crime, and paid for it. That night, when her pain became too much to bear, Sarai performed a Zira healing ritual, a psychic bond of shared strength. She reached out her hand. Our spirits can merge. You will feel what I feel. It will help. Elias hesitated, then took her hand, a burst of light, memories, sensations, grief, and warmth. He saw her world before the war. She saw his childhood on Earth. Two hearts, from two galaxies, connected by pain and courage. When the bond broke, they both sat trembling in silence. Now, Sarai whispered, you are part of my soul. Days later, Elias intercepted a transmission and froze. The Empire wasn't retreating. They were purging the entire sector, human and Zira alike. A secret protocol, Operation Glass Veil. They're wiping out everyone, Elias muttered. Civilians, colonies, even your own wounded. Sarai's face hardened. Then we stopped them. Despite her injuries, she insisted on fighting. Elias rebuilt her exosuit using Terran tech, fusing their technologies. Together, they infiltrated the enemy command ship. Stealth turned into battle, corridors of plasma fire. Drones torn apart by grenades, human grit and alien precision fighting as one. At the heart of the ship stood Admiral Kreth, the architect of the Purge, a human and a crippled alien. He sneered. How poetic. You're right, Elias said, lifting his rifle. It is. The firefight was brutal. Kreth unleashed a storm of psychic energy. But Sarai countered, her bond with Elias amplifying her power through human. Will. Together, she said. Their combined strength shattered the Admiral's shield, and Elias's bullet found its mark. The command ship exploded in orbit, ending the purge and saving millions. Weeks later, Elias woke on a tranquil world. His wounds were healed. Beside him, Sarai stood, walking again, though her steps were careful. "Your people are calling this peace," she said softly. "But peace is not made by treaties. It's made by hearts willing to trust again." Elias smiled. "Then maybe we started here." She reached for his hand. Two soldiers who disobeyed orders and saved two worlds. Years later, they would be remembered as legends, the bonded ones who united two species through love, defiance, and shared pain. And in the quiet evenings on the colony they built together, as stars shimmered across the horizon, Sarai would whisper, "Everyone refused to save me, except you, and I'd do it again," he'd reply, "1,000 times over."